I just got through building some fire starter presses, and what they are is a press that's a total DIY. I wanted to make it as simple as possible for people out there to be able to make these themselves, and it creates fire starter pellets, and they work absolutely awesome. Now, we've already put out one video and I made one size. Oh, thank you, baby. You got me coffee?
Well, yeah.
That's so good. Yeah. So, oh, I totally lost my train of thought. You're so awesome.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. But there's some technique behind building the larger one that isn't involved in building the smaller one, and so I thought it was important that we do a build on both sizes. The smaller one makes pucks that are this size, so, and the bigger one makes pucks that are this size. I don't know if you can see him. I caught it. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Okay. So, big puck, little puck. Thank you for pointing them out. You could be a hand model. Okay. Little puck maker, big puck maker. Alright. These pucks, the big ones, weigh... Oh, thank you, baby. These pucks weigh just shy of an ounce, and these pucks about half as much. And oddly enough, they both burn about the same amount of time, though. Hey guys, these are the materials that you will need to make this project. Now, we want to make another mark directly straight across from this. So eventually we can cut this piece of pipe right in half. Guys, you could easily slice this piece of pipe in half with a handsaw. See, it goes pretty quick, but I am the honeydew carpenter. I have a limited amount of time, so I'm gonna do it on my bandsaw. That's pretty close. I'm just going off these other tick marks that we already had made. I'm just guessing. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys, as long as... Now all this stuff we're keeping. The only reason we marked the lines was just so we knew it was centered. Now I'm going to make a relief cut just to get this bulk of this material out of our way. And then I'm going to finish cutting that part off. And there you have it. What do you mean, what am I doing, babe? I'm not destroying a caulking gun, I'm making it better. Hold it there while we get our first hole drilled. For a pop rivet. It in. And this is what you should end up with. And notice on the top side they're squeezed together up here, and on the bottom side they're apart. I did that on purpose. Okay, you'll want to take the centerpiece and pull it all the way up and out of the way, and then you'll want to take a 2-inch cap and stick it in here and put it up about roughly that far, and that is just so that we can heat this and shape it. I'm going to be using a heat gun. All you need is a heat source. You could use a radiant oven top as long as you don't touch it, and just work it over. I might put this down so it acts as a backer to where I need to be, and just hold it like there, and now I'll heat it. You'll be able to tell when the PVC is getting pliable. It gets kind of like noodles. Now we're just going to wait for this to cool. And as you can see, it keeps its shape. I am going to be using a all-purpose cement that is meant for PVC and ABS. So that's... Now, this end is going to get put right in here, like so. But we need to heat these so that they will pop around this and not be stressed too much. Just note that there's always a little tab on these PVC fittings, and that's from when they poured it, when they injection molded it. Just make sure it's between the two and not in the mix here, because it'll mess up your gluing. Okay, you see it's getting pliable? You can tell when it starts to get pliable. So now that it's at that point and that it's starting to get pliable, I'm going to go ahead and hurry up. And I'm going to take some all-purpose cement and put on the outside of our 2-inch cap fitting. And I'm going to make sure it's all the way around good. It's kind of gooey stuff. And then I'm going to make sure that there's quite a bit. I'm just going to stick it in there and push them together. But just for extra measure, I'm going to clamp around it while it sets. It wobbles around in there a little bit because this stuff's flexible, and that's okay. It's cool enough, and we've given it some time. I wonder if that's long enough to let that glue set. Well, I think it is. So we just get this off. Okay. So we take our 1.5 bushing and stick over it. And then we put it back on. And I'll tighten that up. And now this bushing is in there. And there we go, and that can move and move around on there, and that's just fine. Now guys, we want to drill some holes in the end of this because we're going to press all excess wax out of our fire starter. That larger hole is so we can take and pop our pellet out. Push on it, pull that out, and that extracts your pellet out. And you end up with a fire starter pellet. And then it's matchless. Go ahead, kid. Hey guys, I hope you like what we're doing here. If you do, give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. And like and subscribe. And you know what? Build one of these for yourself. I think you'll have a lot of fun doing it. And you'll be able to have some fire starter pellets for when you go hiking, camping. If you fall in a river, it's okay if they get wet. They still light up. It's all good.
Dude, check out our Etsy store. The PDF's coming soon.
Oh, we already have one item on the Etsy store that you can purchase, which are the pellets, the fire starter pellets that my daughter makes. The build PDFs for both sizes of guns are also going to be put on our Etsy store as well. They're a real simple build, but if you just want to save yourself some time and some money and just the headache of trying to figure out exactly the size of everything that's needed, just go there and download it and have fun building.